Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. SHOT Show 2024 is going on right now, and I've been watching all of the releases from TFB TV Showtime. Really neat to see what's being released. There's a couple of guns from there that I've got my eye on already. But I was sitting here thinking about what I want to see released in 2024. Now, if some of these things are announced at SHOT Show, that would be fantastic, but if they're released later throughout the year, that would be great as well. The number one thing I want to see is a 9mm pistol caliber carbine. Yes, I think there's room for more of those on the market, but I would like it to be in a pistol configuration with an 8 to 10 inch barrel, a side folding brace, preferably fed from Glock or P320 mags. It should be affordable, meaning sub $1,000. It should have an attractive aesthetic, and it should be fairly lightweight. I've had the Strybog SPA1, great gun, but I sold it because it was dog ugly and it was heavy as a brick. I think there is a lot of room for innovation in that space. Number two is very simple, is a 10mm version of that same thing. I'm a 10mm shooter, and I think it is a prime cartridge for more expansion this year. With 10mm getting more and more popular, it's going to be more affordable to shoot from commercial ammo, and I reload all my own ammo anyway, so I can afford to shoot a whole lot more 10mm. Number three, and absolutely most importantly, I would like to see CZ update their P10 line. As you guys know, I'm a huge fan of the CZ P10 series. I have in my safe right now the S, the C, and the F. Love them all, but they're lacking in a few areas. The trigger could be improved, the slide release could definitely be improved, and the grip texture is lacking. Yes, it's aggressive, but it doesn't cover near as much of the grip as it should. You guys know my opinion on that. Also, the P10M did not get the good looks of its bigger brothers, and it only has a 7-round capacity, if I'm remembering right. I would really like CZ to update the P10 line with a Micro 9 that has a capacity similar to the 365 series, the Hellcat, the M&P Shield Plus, handguns like that. CZ needs to have a competitive Micro 9. Number 5, and I'm cheating again a bit here, a 10mm version of the same thing. I would love to have a P10 in 10mm. Now, if CZ wanted to release a Shadow 2 in 10mm or the Shadow 2 Compact in 10mm, I wouldn't be mad about that either. Number 6, lever actions are super hot right now. It seems like everybody's making them. I really like and appreciate the blued steel and wood furniture lever actions. I know a lot of companies are going to ones with synthetic stocks and M-LOK rails and all of that. Fine. If you're gonna modernize a lever action, why not modernize the stock lines as well? We don't need any more tactical lever actions with a comb height that's designed for standing iron sight use. It's 2024. We really should have figured out by now how to raise that comb height up and put it at an appropriate height for using optics. I'm talking red dots and telescopic scopes alike. The comb height should be at least level with the top of the receiver, if not adjustable or elevated. And yes, I would like to see that in a wood stocked model as well. Companies keep releasing 357s with the 38 special option, 44 Magnums, 45 70s, and if you're lucky, a 30-30. There's no reason we can't have a lever action that shoots more modern cartridges. Now, I'm not a gun designer. I don't know the ins and outs of designing a lever action to work with a rimless case, but it's been done before, right? The 35 Remington is a pretty popular lever action cartridge, and it is rimless. First, I would like one chambered in 460 Smith & Wesson Magnum. That way we can shoot 454 Casull, 45 Colt, 45 Schofield if you want to. Why not, right? And then where I think there is the biggest window for lever actions would be one chambered in 9mm. The POF Revolution didn't cut it. And 10mm. Not with a detachable magazine, I'm talking regular old tube mag fed 9mm. Detachable magazines are great for semi-autos, but when you try to use, say, a Glock mag in something that's lever action, you end up with too much spring tension, and it's going to make for rough feeding every time, unless there's some way around that I don't know about. It can work in a bolt action because you are loading that cartridge more linearly, but when you start to work in the linkage of a lever action, there just doesn't need to be all that much resistance. We're going to count all of that as number 6. Certainly not least importantly, I would like to see more builder actions for a bolt action platform. Aero Precision tried to do it with the Solus. From what I understand, they missed the mark. You still have a fairly expensive action that doesn't have great fit and finish from the factory. Here's what I want, and I know this is a lot to ask, but I want a nicely machined, smooth bolt action on either the Savage 110 or the Remington 700 external pattern. I don't really care there, but it should utilize the Savage barrel nut system. And I'm not delusional enough to think that action's going to be $300, but I'd at least like it to be under $500. That would let hobbyist builders put together a whole package with a reasonably priced barrel and whatever stock they want for under $1,500. I know that's a tall order, I know that's a lot to ask, but somebody's going to do it, and they will take over that section of the market. What would you guys like to see released in 2024? What is your personal arsenal missing that just isn't out there yet? Let me know in the comments. I appreciate each and every one of you watching. Y'all have a good one.